Oh, hon. Hold on. What is up, everybody? Let's see. How do we get let me try something real quick. This will be funny. Fuck it. I don't need to. How's everybody doing? Am I live on both platforms or what? Let's make sure I am live. Who is in the building? Can I get some comments so I know that we are live? And I'm going to put the interview link, guys. So if anybody wants to chit chat live and come on camera with me, please do. I would love to talk to you guys and answer your questions. All of that jizz jazz. Excuse me. Or actually, excuse you. Triple G, what's up? Junk 180, live on YouTube, bro. Yes, I am. And Junk 180, I'm going to get you all the stuff here soon. We're just going to talk. We're going to talk about junk, talk about Autopilot. Oh, Junk 180. Send me. I think I responded on Intercom. Please send me the list and all that stuff. Let me actually check if you check your messages, James. Let me just see. Oh, okay, cool. You responded. Oh shit. Okay, James, I got your message. Okay. Okay, James, I got your message. It's really long. I'll read it later. But yes, it is. It's going to be awesome. And James, the data that you're seeing in the current dashboard, like that's nothing compared to what's coming. That is nothing. There is we have a lot of things. Like we have to finish the phone call system and the ad tracking connection. Give or take 2-3 months. There's so many things coming. I can't wait for you guys to see. So with that being said, guys, I'm going to put a link in the comments. Let me see. Am I live on Facebook too? If you click that link, guys, you'll actually come live onto my show. So if you're not shy, click that link and you'll come live onto my show and I'll answer your questions. We'll chit chat. We'll have a good chat. So don't be shy. Hi, brother. Fred Mendoza. Hi, brother. It's Fred from Two Ball Junk Guys. How you doing? I'm doing good, but it's not about me. It's about you. Right, hon? How are you doing, Fred? Junk 180. James, how you doing? Triple G, how you doing? Guys, let's get some people. You know what? Why don't we share... Jeffrey, are you in here? How's everybody doing out there? How much money did we make today? What are our gross sales, guys? Anybody here crack $5,000 today? Anybody crack 1,000? Anybody crack 500? Let me pull up Discord. I want to make an announcement that I'm live. Are you going to be ready? Like, oh, you got to go get the little shitheads, huh? Oh, our kids. Kids. Who has kids? Who has kids and understands our pain? Live, everyone. Check my YouTube. Okay, cool. I'm just posting that in the Discord, guys. Jeffrey, 2K gross? My man. So, guys, I'm going to just talk about Autopilot for a second. Is anybody in here using Autopilot? And without blowing smoke up my ass, how is it going? Look at that. Look at this. Look at this. Hey, Ant. So like, look, you get autopilot messages, but here's something else really cool, guys. Like, check this out. Our system sends you a text message when you receive text messages. So let's say your push notifications are off and a customer texts you, it'll say you received a new message in autopilot. So, and also we just added a new feature where you can customize employee notifications so your employees get notifications. Just text notifications, just in case, because you guys know what push notifications are. It's these things right here. These are push notifications, right? For the app. We all know sometimes push notification, like I'm sure you guys have like seen with other apps. Sometimes push notifications, you don't hear them, they don't work. But you know what you never fucking miss is you never miss text messages. So we added a feature where you can customize your employee text messages, you can customize your subcontractor text messages, and you can customize your client text message. You can customize all three. So let's say you have 10 employees, just as an example. And for whatever reason, it's a big demo job and you have 10 employees and you add all 10 employees to that demolition job, right? For Sunday or whatever. All 10 employees will get a push notification if they have access to the app, but they'll also get a text message. Oh, babe, will you give me an autopilot hat, please? They'll also get text messages saying, hey, yo, the job has been scheduled for blah, blah, blah. Here's the details, blah, blah, blah. All your employees will get text messages too. So I think that's a really cool feature. It's a backup. You know, it's a backup method of making sure your employees don't miss a push notification. It actually sends them a text too. And of course it's going to be in the app, of course. So anyways, guys, El Aguila Mendez Hernandez. I haven't been able to port in my oh, you have? Okay. For anybody who wants to port their number in, I'm going to make a port request form so you guys can port your number over. Porting numbers over, it's not hard. It's a manual process. So I got to take your numbers and submit it to Twilio, and Twilio handles the port request and switches the number over. So I will get that handled. Please just text me, message me on the chat bubble, please, or the report a bug feature. Please use the report a bug feature. Please use the report a bug feature or that little chat bubble in the corner. And then say, hey, Andrew, I want to port this number over. Tell me the number you want to port over. I'll get the process started. Osiris, no, I sold my business so I can focus on the software. I sold my business almost a year ago, and I'm interviewing him this month. This month, I'm interviewing the buyer. He's been running the business for next month makes a fucking, babe, December 15th makes a year. The video will probably come out December 15th because I got to edit it and all that shit, you know? So, Osiris, no, I'm not actively in the business, but I was in the business for 2 years and 4 months, and I ran Google ads like crazy. Steve Razzo, what's up, babe? Steve Razzo in the building. Come say hi. Just say hi.
Hey, Steve.
What's up? What's up, Steve? Oh shit! You guys can't see my big old titties. Don't worry, I'm starting to hit the gym. I've been hitting the gym like crazy. AKA, I've hit the gym one time since I've been back, but it's because I have a Y Combinator deadline in 5 days. Oh man, I got invited to. Man, I really want to speak at that conference, hon, but
Might be cutting it.
I'm gonna make it happen. We're gonna go. So guys, I'm gonna go use the restroom. Ask your questions. Let me mute my microphone because one time somebody told me they heard me. Testing, testing. Oh, the clock went back an hour. That's right. Okay, so yo guys, okay, is everybody a scaredy? Okay, whoever joins the live right now gets a free dump trailer. Psych, I'm just kidding, guys. I'm not gonna do that. That was a joke. That was a joke. But what can I give away? Whoever joins my call right now, I will give you. Oh, did you bring any in? Oh, we grabbed one of those.
Didn't you give away shirts last time too?
Yeah, but you guys got to hit me up. Like if you don't hit me up, you're not going to get it. So it's on you. I'll give you my phone number right after this. So whoever calls into the live show right now, usually I give these away if you sign up like you have. Shit. Oh, we got a caller. What's up, Jay? Oh, hold on. Hey, did
What's going
you
on,
already
brother?
got a shirt though, didn't you?
Me? What?
Did you get a shirt?
No, no, I don't have one of those.
Oh, you didn't get one at the expo?
No, no, I was on my Harley, man. Aside from that Junk Expo sign
Uh,
I stole, I couldn't carry nothing else.
oh shit. Can you hear me? Can you hear me okay? I'm
I
gonna
can
switch
hear
back.
you.
All right,
Let
can
me.
you hear me now? How can you hear me okay?
I just had to pause the live stream, so I stopped getting the echo. Yeah, I
Cool.
can hear you fine, brother.
All right, guys. So we got Junk 180 on the line, man. Thank you because it was kind of getting awkward. I think everybody's too scared to call in. So
Hey,
I'm actually getting ready to go out to dinner with somebody who went through Y Combinator. So I met this guy many years ago. For those of you who don't know what Y Combinator is, it's harder to get into Harvard. About 100,000 startups every year apply to get in. You get taught by the CEOs of DoorDash, Instacart, Reddit, Dropbox, PayPal, Uber. They fly in these CEOs because they went through Y Combinator themselves. It's a startup school, and they write you a check for $500,000, and they give you an answer on the spot. So once I interview with them next week, oh no, sorry, next month, I get an answer on the spot. You're required to fly to San Francisco, move out there for 3 months, go through this schooling, and it's a 1%. It's a 1% acceptance rate. But for some reason, something tells me I'm going to get in. Now, if I don't get in, it doesn't mean the world, like there's plenty more companies in the world that have succeeded without Y Combinator. But something tells me I want to get in. And I'm meeting up with a friend of mine who went through Y Combinator. They got the $500,000. Then on demo day, they raised $2 million. Demo day is the last day of the school, where you present in front of 1,000 investors. It's like a huge deal, right? And then they raised $18 million a year later. Now his startup is doing incredible. So point is, I'm meeting up with him for dinner after this. That's my plans. So to go pick his brain on Y Combinator and how he got in.
sounds
So
good.
what I'm saying here, James, is welcome to Autopilot. You're an official investor, my man.
Thank you, appreciate it. Happy to be here.
Yep.
Um,
So
Looking forward to it. Just started playing with the software personally last couple days or so, and really digging what I see so far.
of course you found some bugs. You started with you started with a giant client list, which I unfortunately had not tested a giant client list yet. So that's so just give me until tomorrow, okay? I was gonna say today, but too many things came up. Still play with the software. You have it on your phone and your computer.
I do. So far, I'm
Cool.
only messing with it on desktop, but I
Okay.
prefer desktop versus
Okay.
you
Cool. But
know,
are
bare
you on
hands.
the field still or only employees?
Oh, long story, but answer is simply, I am in the field. Now, in the
Okay.
past, I've been off the truck, backup only. I have 3 trucks and a trailer. I've had up to 7 employees. Um, Things are different right now, and
Yep.
I'm in the field every day.
Okay. So um, you need the mobile app at some point then, right? When you're on the field, for sure.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay, cool. So make sure you install the mobile app, and besides the bugs that you found, how do you like it so far? There's a lot to come, but pretty easy to follow along, pretty easy to work with so far.
Oh yeah, Yeah, it's very intuitive, and as somebody that has used a different CRM for several years, um, it's it's streamlined in a way that the other CRM maybe was not so much. 4 or 5 years ago,
Hmm.
uh, they've improved, but right out of the gate, that's the Autopilot's
So,
super intuitive.
so two kids in a closet, you know, without $180 million, do we stack up pretty good so far over 9 months with no money? Well, we've raised 200 grand now, but Workies has raised 71 million. Jobbers raised 184 million. 184 million. House Call Pro has raised 171 million, and that's not including the money they've made, and they've all been around for over a decade. Jobbers at 13 years, House Call Pros at 12 years, and Workies is at 11, 11, 12, 13. So, do we stack up okay over me building this with my business partner? I'm in my closet. He's in his bedroom. You know, my business partner's in Texas. But two guys building software so far, not bad.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you guys are hitting it out of the park for sure.
So, can you imagine if we had an engineering team, which we will soon? I promise you, because I live and breathe this shit all day. When I have a full time designer and engineering team, okay. But anyways, guys, I digress. I can go on forever about this. Let's switch the topic. Shapar, hey Andrew, when will Autopilot have the CAC and other features? Okay, by January or February, we're gonna have ad tracking built in so you can see your customer acquisition cost. Okay, so however, we might make it so you can see customer acquisition cost if you log your stuff manually, but it's called Autopilot for a reason. We have a lot of automatic features coming like very soon that automatically does shit for you. Like there is a reason for the name. But to answer your question, January, February. But since I have you here, James, do you have any questions for me, or were you just calling in because I kept begging people to call in and nobody was calling in?
Oh no. Well, first of all, if you're up there on stage and you need a helping hand, I'll be there for you. So that is one reason why I hopped in.
Hell yeah.
But on the other hand, I just got finished writing you an email, and I had a couple points in that email, some questions. So I figured, what the hell? Might as well
Yeah,
just
yeah,
hop
yeah.
in and ask
Yeah.
them live, right? So one thing I would be very interested in, we've been in business 5 years, and I've had a
Mm-hmm.
CRM for the past 5 years. Now, importing a
Which
client list,
real
yeah,
quick, which CRM lately?
Workies.
Workies.
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
it's been always Workies from day one.
Oh
Uh,
shit, for 5 years. Okay, keep going.
yeah, yeah. Well, it's slightly under, but coming up on 5 years. I'm rounding up. Um, so there's a lot of uh, history that is kind of trapped in that CRM. And as a
Yeah,
self-proclaimed savvy business owner, um, having access to that history and the data is
yeah.
super important. Um, Now, I don't know if importing the client list over, that's pretty straightforward.
Right, right.
I don't know if there's any possible way to uh,
So,
get that other data pulled over short of
yeah,
going
yeah.
through line by line and,
So, I get
creating
this
one at a
question.
time.
I get this question a lot. Okay, so let me start from the top. No platform as of today, maybe Service Titan, but their starter plan is like $1,000 a month. They're for enterprise companies. Allows you to import. So Jobber, House Call Pro, Workies, Service Fusion, Service Mate, but the top three, you cannot import old job data. Just not possible. So none of the top three guys do it. Now, none of them I got to double check. It's been a few months, but none of them let you export your job data. You can't even export. You can export your client list, but you can't export your job data. Which, when you think to yourself, like, why? What the hell are they even thinking? Why wouldn't they let me export? You can run. I think you might be able to run reports and download a PDF, but that's not the same as having it in the CSV. So you can manipulate the data yourself. So number one is nobody does it. Okay. Number two, the second point I want to make, what I tell everybody is screenshot every single report, before you switch over to Autopilot, so you can go back on. So run reports, every single report you could ever imagine, and screenshot the data so that you can compare when you switch over to Autopilot. Number 3, we do have plans to do an import process, a migration, because they do have something called an API, but I don't know why let me actually just Google this really quick while I have you on. House Call Pro. Let's just do Workies import old job data. Let's just see. So, importing data, what we can import. So it looks like, okay, so here's the thing. You can, depending on the size and complexity of your files, it may take up to 2 to 3 weeks. Okay, so each of these platforms have an API application programming interface. It basically just lets outside companies use their services. So for example, if I want to integrate with Google Maps and talk to Google servers, I have to use something called an API. All of these platforms have APIs, so there's a way to do it. It's just Jobber, House Call Pro, and Workies hasn't made it with the click of a button so that you can do it. You have to go through a migration team, and they probably won't help you migrate your data if you're not like a big client. So if you're their basic standard customer, they're not going to fucking migrate your data. You're not worth their time. If you're an enterprise client spending $1,000 a month, or I don't know what the threshold is, you can do it. So my long-term goal is I want to have that button where you can import from Workies, Jobber, and House Call Pro, and I promise you, I'll be the first one to do that. Nobody else has that. I will be the first one to do that. But we're finishing up our phone system first and our ad tracking, because that's gonna like bring all the, dude. We have some really cool phone call system features. So, long story short, the answer is no. Okay, but we are gonna have it in the future. So, I don't think Workies will delete your account if you like stop paying. I think your account will always live forever, because my House Call Pro and Workies account still exists to this day with all of my data, right? All of my data. And my House Call Pro account's 3 years old, right? It's just you have to reactivate. So still don't gamble on that. Take screenshots. So you're not gonna be able to like compare over the 5 years of data. So that does suck. But yeah, when I switched from House Call Pro to Workies, I had to lose my 1 year of House Call Pro data when I switched over Workies, and then I started from scratch. But I screenshotted all my reports, like everything.
Right.
So I could see what I had, and I just saved it into a folder. But yeah, so. And guys, by the way, ask questions. How many? Oh shit, we got these. Okay, we got 20 people in here. That's not too bad. Hey, I'm gonna put a comment in here, guys. If you want to go live with me, we can have multiple people up here, so you guys can even join up here with James as well. Please.
Yeah, don't be afraid.
Yeah, don't be afraid. Don't be shy. There's only 18 people here. Let me just post this real quick. So yeah, anyways, following up with that, do you have anything else? Like, I know it's a bummer, man. I wish I could do
Oh, it is what it is. I mean, that's the answer I kind of expected.
yeah.
Um, I find tremendous value in data. Like I have all that stuff in spreadsheets anyway. I can
Mm-hmm.
always refer back to. But if I have to, when and if I ever have time, I mean, I could always just go into AP and just start at job number
Oh
one.
shit!
Right?
Guess who's in here? Sorry, I got to interrupt real quick,
Yeah.
just in case he gets off. The Julio, Matt Vicks Julio. He says,
What?
Andrew and James, how you guys doing? Autopilot's gonna take off. I'm doing good. James, how you doing? The Julio, you
Oh,
know the Julio.
fantastic. Oh yeah, absolutely. We had a good long conversation at Junk Expo.
The Julio. I wish we got to hang out and talk more, but my initial impression of you was that you are the coolest person I've ever met. Your energy is unmatched, and I could tell that's your natural energy. And it's like, I love people that constantly have a smile on their face. So Julio, yeah, it was awesome. It was awesome finally meeting the Julio. I'm just a little sad I couldn't meet the Juliet. In Matt in Matt and JoJo. No, I'm just kidding. Did you ever see that video, James, where he was a Juliet? He had the blonde wig
No,
on. Oh, you
no,
didn't see?
no.
Okay,
Oh,
so Matt and
maybe.
JoJo did a skit where he was like a girl. So yeah. Anyways, the Julio says Autopilot's going to take off. I have a really good feeling about that too. We're already at almost 200 paying customers in beta. We don't even have a
Yeah,
website up. Like I don't like if you go to my website. Like wait till you guys see the website where you can like book a demo and like it's guys. I got some cool stuff. We're not going to truly be live until I tell people January, but you know what? I'm going to tell you guys the truth. It's going to be February. So we're going to be in beta until February, but that's just how software is. Like I got to be building out all these, unless I get a check written to me like in this, they write you the check next month. So if they write me a $500,000 check next month, never mind. It's still gonna be February, but I can hire more engineers, and then all the features after February we can go faster. So thank you, Julio. School me. How much can I make per week with junk removal? I mean, I did $150,000 in 1 month. That was I was running. I mean, the sky's the limit. It depends. There's so many variables, but I think what you're asking is, hey, I'm starting from scratch. I don't have a lot of money to start. What's a realistic number you can make? You could easily make 10 grand a month. So that would be like, but when I say easy, I mean the work is easy, but growing and branding and doing all the background work and the networking, that's hard. That requires work. Building a business is hard. Getting to their house and taking a shit to your truck, that's easy. So, oh, look who we got. Look who we got. Kevin, I think you need to fix your camera though. Hold on. There we go. Hold on. Andrew Tate called me today. No, he didn't. Carpet repair guys. Hey, Kevin Hess, your camera is not working right now. You might need to change your settings. Um, James, you want to answer how much you can make per week? Like how it was a little
oh,
different for me
it
because I went straight to Google Ads. So why don't you say it coming from your perspective?
yeah. So, uh, in my market anyway, and I assume all markets are like this, but there there's ebbs and flows in business, and sometimes they are significant. Right, there are massive peaks and massive valleys, week to week, month to month. Um, But I really think, especially once you're established, you got a year, 2 years under your belt. Even if you're not doing super hard advertising, but you are putting in the effort to go grind and shake hands, meet people, be seen and involved in your communities. That $10,000 to $20,000 a month really isn't that difficult to hit that number, right? If you're talking about $10,000 a month on average, you have 30.4 days in every month. So we'll just call it 30. You're talking about less than $350 in sales per day. Now, average job sale is going to depend on your market and your conditions, but what we see typically anywhere between $400 to $500 average job sale.
Yeah, that's good.
Some people have higher job sales in different markets. Some will be lower, but you're really talking about one job a day, 30 jobs in a month to hit 10 grand. Um, Now that's going to be an average. Some days you'll have zero jobs, and some days you'll have three, four, five jobs. Right.
And
So
some days at the end of the month you get a $20,000 job, a $10,000 job, like,
yeah.
and it's just there's like you said, there's ebbs and flows in junk removal. 1K per week doable, dude. 1K, yes, 1K gross. Let's say when you're on the truck starting, I just like to tell people you'll be at 50% profit usually, assuming you price right. 50% profit is not unreasonable when you're on the truck, you're doing everything, you're taking the phone calls. So 1K a week, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Um,
Yep.
so that's my cousin, haha, and I had such a great conversation with both of you. And Andrew, I wish we had the chance to chat more, but more to come, hopefully. And we have to keep in touch, Andrew and James. DeJulio, absolutely. Go, got GA, Georgia Pro Wash LLC. We have been using Market CRM, Workies. Market CRM, do you mean, are you talking about Markate? Markate's got really good marketing tools if you're talking about Markate. That's kind of like a low key one that most people don't know about. And they have some pretty cool marketing tools. They're the only their CRM sucks, but their marketing tools are awesome. And I got some nuggets from them that I'm putting into mine. You know how to do Google Ads? Awesome. Kevin Hess, you weren't trying to go live. You're bad. You're in Northern Cal. Oh, nice. School me. If you're in Northern Cali, were you at the expo? So okay, James, I just went through all the comments. Do you have any other questions for me besides the last one?
Oh yeah. In fact, I just figured out how to turn the comments on this screen, so I can read
Hey
them now.
guys,
Pretty awesome.
guys,
Uh,
ask any questions, and then James, I got to use the restroom really bad. I'll be right back.
yeah.
I'm gonna mute my
All right.
microphone, but I have my AirPods in so I can hear you. So if you have a question
Okay.
for me,
Yeah.
ask it.
Yeah. We'll do. Um, so I guess the question I'm going to ask, uh, hopefully you can address it when it comes back, is having to do with the metadata and whether or not it makes sense to have uh, data that all the autopilot users bring in, right? If you guys look at the dashboards, that's very obvious that there's going to be the calculations for return on ad spends and all this stuff, where the you're going to be able to track specifically how well any particular lead generator is doing for you. Now, I think, and I don't know if it's really possible or how many people would opt into this, but I think the a very powerful tool would be to have some shared metadata between all of us, all the users, right? You go to a marketing agency or ads manager, um, you can track your own numbers all day long, but those guys see the metadata in a market, in a state, nationwide, where they can help you establish a benchmark for cancellation rates, average job sales, what kind of return on ad spend you should be expecting in your type of market. So it would be super cool if not only we saw our own data on autopilot, but also how that compared to an industry or market standard from those of us who would be willing to
Yeah,
share some
you
anonymous
know.
metadata.
So what you just talked about, it's funny that you just mentioned that because I was on a phone call with Xavier a couple months ago. You know, talking. Why do? Does anybody have a cat? Does your cat just take shit and just flick it off the counter? Is that like a normal cat thing? Cat
When it
always
was
does that.
younger, yeah, normal.
Yeah.
Normal.
So
Our cat's old now; it doesn't like to move at all.
he's just chilling, just does nothing. Yeah, my cat always just flicks things off the counter. So what you just mentioned is very, very okay. So I was on a call with Xavier 2, 3 months ago. You know, like coming up with ideas, and Xavier had this really good idea. He was like, none of these platforms, Docket, House Call Pro, Jobber, have a education section or a community section. He's like, imagine if there was just like somebody in plumbing who does 1 million a year, and there's just like a banner that says live, like in your CRM. Not and you just click it and you can just see some dude talking about how he made $1 million plumbing or $1 million doing ads or and it's just embedded into the CRM. You don't have to go off the website to YouTube. It's just like its own community platform of education. And then we started expanding into like, what if there was a leaderboard or like
Mm.
something where people who are willing to say I'm a six-figure business owner or share their stats. Maybe not like every fucking stat, but like, hey, I'm 6 figures, I'm 7 figures, or and there's a leaderboard, and maybe it doesn't show the exact number, but you can see the rank of the companies. And then we started going even further of like, imagine if like you say you're willing to help people and you can message these other business. There's a community, like a social network inside of this, an education and a community and a social network. And what you just said just gave me an idea, dude. Imagine if you're willing to share your stats. Maybe you don't have to share your stats directly, but the platform can benchmark you against like how you rank. So you don't have to share your
Right.
stats, but you can see the industry stand. Bro, I didn't think about that. So we were talking about education in a community platform and leaderboards and talking with customers. And sometimes there's one, maybe some people volunteer to speak and they go live, and it's like this whole platform, kind of like I guess the best that I can think of is like Twitch, right? Like a version of Twitch, but inside, because education and community is so important. Imagine if all these business owners, so what you just came up with just now kind of just blew my mind, because it takes the leaderboard idea I had and kind of makes it a little better, because now it's like, okay, what's the cancellation rate? I didn't
Right.
think of that. I was just thinking of a basic like video game leaderboard, who's the best, but that's like basic. So, but like that's a good idea, because imagine you're like, what's my CAC? What's my LTV? What's my how many repeat customers do I get? Because you saw there's a repeat customers, right?
Yeah.
Repeat customers, new, how many clients, how many leads, cancellation. There's going to be a bunch of stats. And I think what you just told me is a great idea. And I really want to do that. The leaderboard, the community, the compare, like, and you could say, hey, I'm in junk removal, compare me against other junk removal companies. I'm in HVAC, compare. So I had, this is a big plan of mine, the education and community section, right? And what you're talking about is kind of like a part of the community section for
Yeah.
people who are they'll enroll to be a part of the community section. Like, you don't have to be a part of this community section. So I love the idea. Here's the shitty part. That's a year away, unfortunately, because I have to like perfect our platform for the next year. I got to make sure we're the dopest, best platform there has ever been, so that when you're comparing against Jobber, Workies, or House Call Pro, you undoubtedly would choose us, right? And that's going to take a year's worth of work, okay? But as soon as I raise some money, I'm going to put an engineering team on the community and education platform. So, good idea, bro. I love that idea.
And it's one of those things that nobody else does it, right? You can get bits and pieces of information from Yelp, Google, all these different things, right? Google will tell you what you can expect average cost per click to be top of page, right? Yelp has some data like that as well, but nobody has any kind of full picture, right? Even something as simple as a cancellation rate. Well, there's stats that are thrown out by
Um,
some
yeah,
people I
that
would consider industry leaders, but
imagine.
when
Yeah,
yeah,
I
you just
see.
start talking about industry nationwide, 20% cancellation rate being normal.
Dude,
Well,
it would be.
in a
I
major
can see.
metro, maybe it's 30, right?
I can see myself like on a leaderboard of cancellation rates, where I rank on that 1 to 100. Like, okay, my cancellation rates are 10%, and then you can see the rank of everybody else, and maybe
Mhm.
you see the rank, but you don't see their cancellation rate. But maybe some people choose to show their cancellation rate because they're like, you know what, I'm going to show my cancellation rate. Fuck it, you know. And
Yeah,
that would be really cool. So you can, and then obviously then there'll be a big like number that says here's the industry standard when you average out the 100 companies or the top whatever, the average across all companies. So that's a really cool idea, because it's almost like bringing social media to the business side, to us business owners. It's almost like bringing, but valuable information that help, where we help each other. And you know how like LinkedIn, you can like message business. LinkedIn is kind of spammy now to me. Like, it's just fucking a whole bunch of spammers and realtors. Like, hey, do you want this? Do you want that? But imagine it kind of like B2B social media for home service guys.
yeah,
And then, dude, I see it in my mind. Like, I envision seeing all this data and like, oh, here's where I compare in the junk removal community. Oh, somebody's live right now teaching how they turn their plumbing business into a 10. I can just go watch that. Oh, here's this. I can message this dude. Oh, this guy says he does. Like, I think that would be so powerful inside Autopilot community or whatever we fucking like, you know. So Josiah,
yeah.
what's up, my man?
Hey man, how you doing?
Good. Hey,
Can you hear me?
James, are you on your phone or are you on your computer?
I'm on my computer, but if your question is, do I see anybody else? No, I do not.
Okay, so you
I
might
can
have to
hear
go
him.
to the actual YouTube channel to see him. If you go to my YouTube channel, you can see all of us live at the same time. So Josiah, what's up, my man?
Hey, how's it going? I just want to
Oh,
hop on and question real quick.
oh, yeah, yeah. Hold on, let me read this comment, then you can ask your question. Fred Huerta says a ranking system would make it like some Call of Duty Um, kill death ratio, KD. I used to play Call of Duty way when I was younger. I stopped playing because I got my ass kicked by the young kids. But I get beat by 12-year-olds. It's not worth my time. It's just not fun anymore. But yeah, dude. Uh-oh, we got Ricardo in the house. Ricardo Junk Guys is in the house. What's up, Ricardo? Okay, so Josiah, welcome to the channel. How can I help you? What question do you have?
All right, can you hear me good? Is there an echo or anything?
There's an echo in a sense of the room that you're in, but there's not like a
All right.
reverb echo coming from my computer.
All right. Well, I had just a quick question. Just want to hop on here and ask it real quick. So I'm about to order like a shitload of yard signs, and I know you have talked about them being branded and unbranded. Should I just get both, or should I order like a bulk, just a whole bunch of them branded?
Okay, so I'll tell you what I do in Los Angeles. Okay, every city's got like I know some guys who just get branded signs because it doesn't seem to they don't get in trouble. In Los Angeles, it's just a no-no, right?
Right.
Nobody has branded signs out here. So I get unbranded signs with tracking numbers that I put everywhere. Okay. That's just what I do. I
Okay.
get 500 of those. Hey, Ricardo, you got to click this. You got to click this link right here. If you click that link, you can come on live. Ricardo Junk Guys. Oh God, this is gonna be fun. And you can join the live show, bro. Click that link. So I do unbranded signs all over the city because it's a tracking number, and when they call, it's very obvious if they're pissed off. It's very no, not one
Right.
person has ever called and pretended to not be like to. And you go, hey, how? So when I see the tracking number pull up on my phone, I don't say Jedi junk removal. When I see the tracking number, I taught my agents, whenever you see this tracking number come through, you say junk removal. How can I help you?
Yeah.
And
Right.
as soon as you say junk removal, I promise you a pissed off person, every time, without a shadow of a doubt, they start bitching and complaining. Then you just hang up. I get branded
Yeah.
signs. I get branded signs to ask customers to leave in their yard. Oh
Right.
shit, Ricardo's. So I get branded signs to leave in customers' yards, and I give them five. I start with $5 off, $10 off, $15 off, $20 off, and I leave a branded sign in every fucking customer's yards. I've gone as low as $50 off in a rich neighborhood, and he said no, but you got to try. So try to leave yards. I leave brand. So I order branded signs and unbranded. Branded signs only go in yards that I get approval from, and I ask to leave it there for a week or two, and they always say yes. 90% of the time, if you give them $20 off, they let you leave a yard sign. Now, we have the king, the godfather of junk removal, 18 years in the business. Dun, 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 Ricardo. What's up, my man?
Ah, what an entrance, man. Can you hear me?
Oh, I can hear you and see your beautiful
Yeah.
face.
How you doing? Who's the guy that's smoking, man? He was smoking it up. Who's that?
Oh, dude, that's my boy James, Junk 180.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, I appreciate y'all bringing me on. What's up, dude? I was just eating. I'm eating while I'm watching your video, and I'm like, I decided to jump on. So this is the guy above me. Well, I don't know. I'm sorry. What's your name again? The smoker guy?
Oh,
Smoker guy.
that's me. That's James.
James. Okay, and then the kid.
Little kid, he is a little kid. That's funny. He's 16. What's your name?
I'm just
Josiah. Nice to meet you
And
guys.
what about the new guy who came on? What's your name?
Yeah, my name's Jeff.
What's up, Jeff?
So,
How can I see everybody?
You got to go to my actual YouTube channel.
Okay, I'm seeing it. Okay, I'm just running late. I'm running behind. What are we
All right,
talking about?
Junk Lord, fix your camera, bro. Junk Lord, your camera's not working. So I think, I don't remember Josiah was asking about yard signs. Ricardo, have you ever done
Yeah.
yard signs, or are you just all digital marketing and you're too cool for yard signs?
You know, I think for the young guy that's on the channel, I forgot his name one more time.
That's
What's his
him.
name?
Yeah, he was asking about yard signs.
Yeah,
think-
so my name's and yeah, I just wanted to say real quick, I'm a huge fan of you, Ricardo, and yeah, you're awesome, dude.
Thank you so much. I really highly appreciate that. I know I get a lot of a slack on the YouTube and the Facebook pages, but I try to tell the
Yeah.
truth to people how it is. When it
Well,
comes to yard,
that's why you get that's why you get respect, is because you tell it how it is and you don't care what people think, and that's why you and I are friends, because I don't agree with everything you say. You and I both have disagreements on a lot of stuff, but that's why you and I are friends, because we speak our minds.
exactly, exactly. Now, Josiah, right? It is Josiah, right?
Yeah, Josiah, like in the Bible, yeah.
Oh, that's good name. Good name. Um, I think one of the things that, as you start in this junk removal journey, I'm just going to tell you that I think you just started because you're young. One of the
Right.
things you really need to concentrate is online is so important right now since you're young, because you can build it right now for uh, 5 years from now or a year from now. I just got off the phone with Clinton Ritter, who's in my local area, and he told me this is gonna make you go whoa. He said that today he got a customer to do a hot tub, and he scheduled it out for tomorrow. And I said, oh, that's great. And I go, well, how did the customer find it? He goes, Ricardo, you won't believe me, I posted this in January. He had posted a small video in January, and he just got the phone call right now. So I ask you, Josiah, imagine if you had 50 hot tub removal videos right now. By next year, you'll be pumping out hot tubs. You understand what I mean? So it just
Yeah.
depends if you can be consistent doing it and how you do it. You know what I mean? If the content is rich, if the content is relevant to do hot tub removal, I think it's really important. Most of us don't, and we get sucked into these yard signs. We get sucked into Google ads. We get sucked into Facebook ads, and we never learn how to actually do it organically. And I try to push this onto everybody. Organic is always going to be there. That's why I'm ranked on the first page of Google. I've never paid $1 for any ads and
School,
stuff.
school me.
So
If you school me to answer your question in the chat. If you want to find the guy with the green background, I'm surprised you haven't ran into him yet. It's Ricardo. Just go to Google and type in Ricardo, the Godfather of everything and nothing at the same. No, just go type in Ricardo Junk Guys. Ricardo Junk
where,
Guys. You will find him. You can't miss him. He's got 5,000 videos on YouTube. He's the
Yep.
OG Godfather of. He's the first person on YouTube to put junk removal videos up.
Mm-hmm.
where
No
did this
way.
guy?
Hold on. Look who joined. Hold on. Is this who I think it is? Dude, you should see how many. Yo, it's the Julio. Yo, this is the best. Yo, this is the best live. Okay. This is the best live I've ever
Man, you got
had.
a bunch of celebrities in here.
We got a whole bunch of celebrities in here. And Jay from fucking Hot Mess Express just joined. So guys, this is your chance to ask a fucking question. We got 100 people watching me live right now. No, 150 people live streaming right now. No,
Wow.
Ricardo, I said that just to make you jealous for a second, because I know.
Didn't I break the record on your videos? I broke the
No,
record on Sonoma's, and I broke the record on yours, right?
Ooh, hey, this is a question you can take. Ricardo, this is a question for you. What is a
Okay.
good software to build website landing page, a website with multiple pages? Thank you for the information. Ricardo,
Okay.
what's your go-to?
Easily, I'm going to say Google Sites. Google Sites is the easiest application you own. It is owned by Google. It is a Google application inside the Google realm. Why would
And
you use
and
something?
if you don't think Google is gonna benefit Google themselves, you're out of your
There's something wrong with you.
goddamn mind. Like,
Yeah.
who's not gonna rank themselves? Like, that is true. I will agree with this. Google sites, you think they're not gonna be like, hey, if they're a Google site, we're gonna help them out a little. So
I definitely think that it's an underrated application to use, but it's an application that everybody should be using, and nobody does. It. Oh, by the way, guess it costs zero. It is free 99 to build a website, and you can build up to 27 pages. Junk Guys Frisco, Junk Guys Arlington, Junk Guys Alito, Junk Guys RGV, Junk Guys Houston, Junk Guys, all the Junk Guys across the US use this application and rank on the first page of Google. And it's free. And I thought it was a joke at first, but it actually works, and I've ran my business with it. I think we need to take advantage of something like that. As being a young guy like your name's Hosea, that you should use something like this, brother. It goes such a long way. Did we lose Andrew? Where did Andrew go? Did he just take off on us?
He does that.
No, I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. So, I don't want to get into politics, and I don't want anybody to say who they voted for because I don't want us to all hate each other. But because that's what happens when you talk politics. But did everybody vote today? You didn't vote?
No.
Doesn't matter. Texas is going to be whatever color. Yeah, I almost didn't vote, but I was like, fuck it, because I'm in California. It's not by the popular vote. It's always by the electoral college. So I was, but I went and
Y'all are
voted.
Kamala, right? Y'all are Kamala?
I prefer not to say.
Okay.
But you know what? I'll say it one time on here. No. But the thing is, I don't like to get into politics because you can. I've lost friendships over it, so I don't talk politics. So we're gonna move on. Everybody voted. Hope everybody voted. And let's see what happens. Right? You guys excited for tomorrow? We're gonna. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, it is.
I know
So
who
I want
the Julio vote. I know who the Julio voted for.
Nah,
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna say
right?
anything. It's too politics is too polarizing. Let's get back onto junk removal. Ooh, my girl's in the channel. She said it's a star-studded live. Ooh, I know. We got the Julio, we got the Ricardo, and we got the Andrew Thompson. We got Jeffrey from Viking. We got James from Junk 180. We got Josiah. So there's a oh shit. Okay, guys, hold on. Don't go telling everybody what I am because I don't want to polarize the other side of my audience and lose all you guys. So, but anyways, who's got questions?
I do. I got a question.
Okay, why are you not? I have a question. Why aren't you using a CRM, motherfucker? No.
Yeah, did you see you have a super chat?
No, as we develop these junk removal businesses for the future, what modifications is everybody doing to adapt to the industry? What are we doing? Are we
CRMs, FSMs. No, I'm messing. Okay, no, okay. But jokes aside, keep going, Ricardo.
what exactly is Hosea in going to implement? Well, Hosea, you haven't been in business that long, but like Hot Mess, that is Hot Mess. That's the only guy I recognize on this. I think that's Hot Mess down there, right? From like Las Vegas
That's
or
me.
Arizona. Okay, what are you implementing on your business as you go forward? What are you going to do that's different so you can stand out in your business? What is that?
Yeah, so I haven't quite tried anything that catches my eye yet, but for now I'm gonna follow the basic, forms of marketing to get leads in the first place. I've been in business for a month. Man, I have no would make me stand out from like every other, that would kind of like change the industry. Like I have no.
You sound like a robot. Can you fix
Oh,
that?
Yeah, I think it's just as bad connection. Julio.
Yeah.
So what's who? Hey, can I ask what Julio's plan is?
Who the hell's Julio? Where's he at?
Hey,
Right.
I know what Matt Vick would say though right now, just to make a funny joke.
What do you think
He'd
he would
say
say?
the baby maker's probably going to make more babies.
Oh no. I'm good with the 5 I have right now for sure.
We're having a third soon here soon. So, maybe I'll adopt a few. Who knows? No, I'm just kidding. But so what's Julio's plans, man? Like what's your, like, to answer his question, like what are you just going to keep helping like Matt grow his shit to be an empire and eventually just like take over?
Well, no, I mean, wherever life takes me, I just want to be able to grow and just learn different things, marketing, if that's like digital stuff as well. I'm still young, so I just want to learn different things. So I could, later on, I can kind of like move on if that ends up happening. But if not, we'll see. You know.
Hey, if you want to learn marketing, my man, let me know. I'll give you access to my course because you can I'm not saying these, I'm not talking shit about junk removal marketers. There's a plethora of them in the Facebook world, but if you get
Yeah.
good at it, it's a good way to go. Or if you can
Yeah,
learn how to do
that's the thing to
SEO.
be in, man. The
Yeah,
thing to be in
but
is to be in junk removal, drop it, and then get into marketing. That's where the
have,
money's at.
Well, be
hot
behind the
mess,
scenes, right? Be
hot
behind the
mess,
scenes.
hot mess. Have you noticed it's the people? It's funny because I sold my company, but hey, I actually sold mine for a good reason. I'm going to build a $1 billion company. But have you noticed they start a junk removal company and they get rid of it and they go do marketing?
Yep, they become a guru and they start
Yeah.
doing marketing.
It's funny. I'm talking shit about myself, but hey, I'm different, okay? I'm different. I I actually wanted to go, if you go watch my first video, my very video number one, 3 years ago, I started this business as a stepping stone to return to my passion of technology and apps. I've said that from day one. So that's what separates me is I've been saying it from day one. But everybody else becomes this like SEO guru, this Google Ads marketing expert. And Julio, it's a good path to go. There's money in it. Just don't be a
Yeah.
fucking scammer. Don't over fucking charge. Know what you're doing. Be a good person. Don't be a shitty fucking asshole who just
Yeah.
goes and like, I do SEO and all you went and watched YouTube SEO videos. Like, if you ever want to become a marketer, I will show you the best of the best marketing videos so you're not one of those fucking scammers. Like,
Yeah. No,
so that
that's
you
100.
Damn,
that you
dude, show
Yeah.
me.
Man. Yeah.
it's you guys you're about to 6 months of fucking training. You guys are about to go through. I'm downloading my brain into your guys' brain. You guys are gonna see the wildest shit. It's gonna be like it's gonna be crazy because I'm going to show you everything that I personally know. I'm gonna go down the deep dark path of like, oh shit, this is the worst. It's almost gonna feel like. Do you guys remember when Bitcoin first came out? Did you guys hear about Silk
Oh yeah.
Road? Remember Silk Road?
Yeah, I do.
Do
Yeah.
you guys remember ever? Do you remember hearing about Silk Road? Ross Ulbricht, who went to jail for fucking life because of the black market, the deep web, the dark web, of where you can buy drugs online and fucking like hitmen and all this crazy shit through the dark web. Did you guys ever hear about Silk Road?
I did.
Okay, it was a big deal when Bitcoin first came out. It was a really big deal because people were buying Bitcoin to buy all this illegal shit off the dark web. What I'm about to take you guys down in this 6 months of training is like going down the dark web. But I'm gonna show you guys like real shit too, obviously. But I'm gonna open your guys, I'm gonna open your eyes. It's gonna be, and by the way, guys, that investment package closes in like 10 days. So you got 10 days left or you're not going to be a part of this. I'm going to teach you everything that I know from, dude. You want me? I'm going to just show you something I just did the other day that's like mind blowing. Check this out. I'm going to give you guys like just a little quick little trick that I learned. So here's my Instagram account, right? Hold on. I'm going to show you what I know. Here's my Instagram account, right? 75,000 followers. And who knows what Instagram is?
What is
Okay,
that?
so
Yeah,
Instagram
never
is
heard of
this,
it.
this might okay, this is some crazy stuff that like look at this. What does that say right there?
Close friends, cross posting.
Close friends. How many people are my close friends?
Me?
76,929.
Okay, so that is a new Instagram hack where you add everybody to your close friends list so everybody watches your story. So I went from 2, 3,000, 5,000 story views to fucking 50,000. So basically, I'm going to show you guys all of the cool tricks. Uh-oh, we got to, hold on, do we have 200 in here? Hey, okay, there we go. Okay. Wait, who is Julio? You might have to call back in. I lost your microphone or your camera. But you know what? What I'm going to do, guys, is okay, so final questions, guys. I'm going to end the live. So you've got all the top G's up here right now. You've got, oh shit, Ricardo, we're at 30 live viewers. Hey, Junk 180. I'll see you guys next week at the class. Later, Junk 180. So we got Jeffrey Landon. We're doing a comic book. By the way, Ricardo, I'm doing a
Yeah.
comic book. Me and Jeffrey are doing a comic book, and Ricardo, you are going to be one of the leaders in this comic book. Okay?
Great.
Heck yeah.
And it's gonna be. Oh, Julio, we got to put you in the comic book too. We got to put you in the comic book.
Okay,
I
Um,
I'm lost. I want to interrupt this. Julio, because I'm running on a delay. I don't know who these people are, but Julio is the one on the end because we got somebody in the dark. Someone's not using lighting. I think that's the hot mess.
I'm in a truck.
he's on the truck right now. That's Hot Mess. He's cool. He's
So
in
Julio
Vegas.
is on the far end, and when he was talking, it wasn't his lips weren't moving, so I didn't know who the hell was talking. So Julio works for Matt Vick, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. I'm lost. I was lost for a second. I didn't know what was going on. So because when
He's
he
the
was
Julio.
talking, his
Yeah, nice
lips
to meet
weren't
you.
moving because of the delay.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Let me get Junk Lord out of here. Junk Lord, I'm gonna put him all the way to the right since he's dark. There we go.
Damn.
All right,
That's
so
messed up.
guys, only the 22 of you in here are gonna hear about this. My friend Jeffrey and I down below, we're taking this dead ass serious. This has been a actual commitment that we've made. There's too much awesome drama and fun in the junk removal community that we are making a junk removal comic that we're going to be releasing in a few months. Actual comics. And it's going to star people like me, Matt and JoJo, Ricardo, Rusty Berries. Dude, so Rusty Berries is going to be like, I'm just going to say this, Jeffrey, because this probably won't be what he really does, but his superpower is going to be throwing Rusty Berries, and it's going to like make people's trailers and trucks like fucking rusty. But no, so we're doing this. So I'm going to post a video next week about the comic book, and I'm going to let people make submissions if they want to be in it and featured as superheroes. But there's going to be the evil side and the good side, and I don't want to like spoil the comic book, Jeffrey. But do you have anything to say about it at all, or do you want to keep it all? Did I say
Not
too much
much
already?
yet.
Reminds me of the
Yeah,
Avengers.
yeah.
So, my goal is to release this comic book when Autopilot's at a beta, as kind of like a, but whatever. I think it'd be a really cute idea. But Ricardo, we have some good ideas for your superpowers.
Awesome.
So
Awesome.
you're gonna.
I do want to make a comment if you don't mind. You brought up Rusty Berry, and I think there's a lot of us that know who this guy is.
Oh, he's talking.
And
So him and I, he's now that I called him out on the boxing match, people
Right.
screenshot me every week all the shit he's talking about me. So now he's shit talking me too, and I've never shit talked him at all. I just said box you. I was just like, come box Ricardo since you want to beat his ass
Yeah.
so bad. But anyways, so he blocked me, and so he blocked. I never blocked him. He blocked me, and he's just talking. He's like saying Andrew got sued for $37,000. He's a loser because he didn't have workers' comp. I'm like, I told people that as a learning lesson.
Yeah.
And he's like, so he's digging at me hard. But anyways,
Well,
what
let me-
about Rusty Berries?
Let me say something about Russ Berry, and I want everybody to realize, and the 19 viewers that are watching this video, if you want to know a business that's not going to last for the next couple of years, it's this guy. This guy is a total joke. He jumped on the scene thinking that people were going to follow him. He's got a few Russ Berry followers, but other than this, he's got a failing business. He doesn't make any money in his business. I know the numbers that he does. He doesn't own a Corvette anymore. He borrowed money from the COVID loans to even run any kind of business, and it's fraudulent.
The EID, that giant loans that COVID was giving out, like to everybody,
Yeah.
PPP, EIDL.
And I'm going to tell you something. What Russ Berry does and says he makes $1 million, that's one thing. Saying that you make $1 million is one thing. But it's actually the profit that you take home. See, guys,
Do you
what
think
y'all
his
don't
profit
really...
was? Do you think his profit was worse than mine? Because mine was 250, a little under
No,
250.
his was about $250. Yeah, he didn't make any money.
$250?
Yeah, I know for a fact that this guy's a total joke. He will never move his business into anything else. And and I think Andrew, how my haunted house business is. And it's sad to say that in 15 days that what I did in my haunted house is going to take Russ Berry 2 years to do
Yeah.
or 3 years to do. And it's easily, and I'm not afraid to say it. There's a lot of people that are out there that are fake, like Sky Lane, Kyle Lander. What's his
Oh
name?
shit! We're dropping names right now. I'm not gonna get. I'm not gonna. I'm
Damn,
not gonna.
bro.
Hey, I'm not gonna. Hey, Ricardo, this is why I love you.
Hey.
Hey, anybody who's watching, I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna get involved. I'm not. I'm not getting involved.
Ricardo
But
doesn't give a fuck,
Hey,
man.
yeah.
Ricardo, keep going, man. So I need some help with the comic book. Keep going.
Yeah, I mean, am I lying here? I think this is all that everybody wants to hear. Everybody wants to hear this, but nobody wants to say it. And listen, I've been doing this 17 years. Okay, I have the right to say it. I started in this junk removal business when nobody was in here, and there's a lot of fakers in this business that have ruined this business. And I think Kyle is one of the fakers. I think Sky Lane is a huge faker. I think Sky Lane, who is a
Hey.
personal friend of mine, but he's just a faker, dude. And then Russ, who's oh my god, this guy. Listen,
How
I
do you-
want you to think about this. I want you to think about this. Do really fast. I'm going to say this. How long has Sky Lane been on business, Andrew? How long do you think he's been in business? Just give me a
I
number.
thought he was. I thought he. I'm pretty sure he told me he was only in business for 2 years, just like me, 2 or 3 years.
Okay, 2 years.
If that. Yeah.
How long?
2 years.
How long has Russ Berry been in business?
I'm pretty sure he talks about it on Facebook 4 or 5 years, right?
So that's 6 years. And how long has Kyle been in business?
He was also a 2-year guy before he sold 2 years.
That's 8 years. I've been in business 17 years. That's twice what they have been in business for 8 years. And it's easy for me to notice these fakers, dude. And these guys, I'm never going to meet these guys. By the way, I'm never going to meet them again in my life. So I can
You're gonna
talk
meet
as
me
much
again?
as
You're gonna meet
I'm going to
me
meet
again?
you. I don't talk about you that much at all.
Okay, so okay. So I'm not gonna respond to any of the stuff if I disagree or not disagree, but I will say this, Ricardo. I do have certain feelings. So I'm gonna leave it open ended. I'm gonna leave it open ended. I have certain feelings about what you said. So but that's why I love you, Ricardo. Is you speak your mind. I'm still too pussy to speak my mind. But I'll get there one day. But you have seniority. That's the thing. You have seniority. You've been here since fucking I was born. Okay. I'm not that young. I'm almost 40, but you get the idea. But I will say this. All right. No, I have a question. How do you feel about me? And be honest.
I think you got into this business. I do. I will tell you this.
Do you think I'm a scammer? Do you believe my numbers?
Okay. Let's wait until he gets back on. Let's wait until he gets back on.
There you go.
This is getting good.
Oh, man, why you put your kid in the picture, man? He's not gonna want to go all out on you.
Hold on.
So
Let him have it, Ricardo.
Let him have it, Ricardo. Hey,
leave me
go in the
alone,
closet,
kids.
man.
I'm the best kid here.
Leave me alone. Okay, well, let me switch. My kids are being annoying. Just kidding. I love you, kids. Okay, so how do you feel about Andrew Thompson when he came on the streets selling his company for $225,000 and he did 1.1 million?
Let him have it,
in his-
man. Let him have it.
Bring it on.
okay. Well, I know two things about Andrew. The first thing is Andrew's a really good friend of mine. Andrew hugged me when we first met in JunkCon. He hugged me. He was a really great guy. I really didn't know who he was at the time, but he told me he watched my videos. He was very appreciative, really great guy. He had a good heart. He has a good heart. His wife has a really good heart. And one time I brought him on one of my live videos, and I do not believe Andrew. I do want to say that, but I brought him in one of my live videos, and Andrew was a little drinky, right? He was a little drinky. And when people drink, they tell the truth. Andrew showed me his tax returns. Andrew did show me how much he sold. And I'm going to tell you something. Andrew was drunk. He showed me how much he sold, and he did make over 1 point something million. But his expenses were so fucking high that I was going, holy shit, where did he make any money? I think, and I don't exact figures, no, Andrew, but you don't have to correct me on it. But I'm going to tell you, I saw him, he showed me like $1.3 million, and then his expenses were like 1.2, and I'm like, where the fucking money at? And then when you told me you sold your business, I was just like skeptical about the fact that you sold it. But you're my friend. You know, if you want to say you sold it, and if you did sell it, bro, that's your business. Go for it. Everybody has an opinion. You could show documents to everybody online and tell me this isn't true, Andrew. You can show documentation to everybody online, and there's still going to be fucking people that do not believe you. And that is the truth. And then there are people that are going to, you could show documentation to everybody, and people
No,
are going to
anything
100%
anything
believe
could
you.
be faked. Anything could be faked.
Anything,
Anything could be
anything.
faked.
I will tell you something. Andrew has a good heart. He's a good person. He's a family. He's a family man. I love him to death. We always talk shit to each other. We're always talking, always communicating. And I'm hoping you're successful with your autopilot. I really. What are you doing, Andrew? What is that?
No, but hey, so it's like you 50% believe me. You're like on the fence.
No, no, no. I don't believe. I believe the numbers. I believe that.
You're right. It was 1,059,000, and I walked
Yeah,
with 208. But
yeah.
the thing
Go ahead.
is, here's the thing. I live in LA, so I spent
Yeah.
all 208.
Yeah,
So
and
the
I
company,
totally remember that. I just
so
remember everybody
that's
in the meeting.
so it's.
We were all
But
in the meeting.
I was also off the truck, off the
Yeah,
phones. I was
yeah,
hanging. I was like running ops. But yeah.
yeah. And I remember when you showed the numbers to everybody. You were clearly drunk. You were drinking that day, and we
Vince.
were we were we were laughing about it. And you showed the numbers. After you got off, everybody's like, "What the fuck? Did he make any money?" We were just all questioning it. We thought it was funny. It was a running joke for us for like a couple of weeks and stuff. But listen,
Yeah.
dude, Andrew, overall, this junk removal community on Facebook and on YouTube, it's a small community for our small industry. We're not known for doing junk removal. We're not known for the popular vote. But I will tell you, we're friends and we'll be
I know
friends
we're not.
for a
No,
long
did you vote? Did you vote? Did you vote,
time.
Ricardo?
No, no, I'm just saying the whole industry of junk removal, the word junk removal is not popular. We're not contractors. We're not electricians. We're not plumbers. We're not roofers. Everybody knows what they do. Nobody knows what we do. We are
Right.
low on the totem pole. And that's the fact. It's if you go to a QT, and I'm going to tell you this if everyone on this channel right now, tomorrow morning, goes to a QT and parks at that QT, which is a big old gas station, a 7-Eleven or whatever, you park there, I want you to take a pen and paper and count how many junk removal trucks you see in about 3 or 4 hours. And then count how many landscapers, how many construction, and you'll be amazed how many junk removal. You'll probably see none, but you're going to see landscapers like crazy. And your list is just going to be, and you're going to go, oh, I thought this market was saturated. It's not. It's not saturated. We use
Vin,
that as an excuse to make ourselves feel better that we're
yeah.
not making any fucking money right now. It's just an excuse.
Can I?
Vince says now he's not a scammer. He can't be a scammer because he has kids. Yeah, yeah, that's correct. No, but anyways, what were you gonna say? Who's about to talk?
I was gonna say, so Ricardo in Texas or where you're in your areas, do you guys have a lot of haulers down there as well, or not as many? You think as a Sonoma County or like Northern California?
Who was talking on that? Who was talking?
Who?
Who?
The Julio.
Julio.
Okay, well, Julio, no, I think Texas is number one for junk removal haulers. I don't think even California. I don't think New York. I don't think anybody would touch what we have in haulers. There are a plethora of haulers in this business. There's a plethora of day to day people who do junk removal, and it is so unless you see it, Julio, I don't think you can understand how many haulers there is in the Dallas Fort Worth Metroplex. I'm going to tell you why. I
Yeah.
started doing these YouTube videos almost 14 years ago. People in the area said, "Oh, I know this guy. He's right down the street from me. If he can do it in the area, why can't I do it?" So imagine that. I was ahead on the YouTube game before Matt, Vic, and JoJo. So imagine how many more people decided to jump in it because they saw me on YouTube. I think I like a 6-year head start on your boss, and
Yeah.
it's just trust me, brother. There's a lot of haulers, but listen, Julio, you always hear about people starting a business and being entrepreneurial on Facebook and YouTube, but you never hear about them bragging when they close their doors. You
Yeah.
never hear them. Only when they're opening.
Yeah. No. 100%.
Who's
100%.
who's been on YouTube longer, Ricardo? You or Lee Godbold from JRA?
Oh no, it's me by far. Me by like 15 years almost, maybe. Lee's only
How
been on it for
about
like 4 years.
are you sure?
How about
Yeah, I've been doing it for I've been doing it for 14
No, I'm
years.
just
Yeah.
I don't there's nobody who's been on you. I'm just fucking with you.
how about
Um
How about Tim Doss? How long has he been doing it for? He used to do it. How long was he
Holy!
doing?
I can't believe it. He actually started before
you
me.
guys want to
He
Oh. Oh wow.
he had started like 2 years
ah,
before me. Tim Doss.
don't bite
Yeah,
me.
Wow. That's crazy. That's crazy.
yeah. He had like if I remember when he started, he had like 4,000 subscribers. I had like 4 subscribers, and then in like 1 year, I passed him up,
Yeah.
and I never heard from him again. I just never heard from him again. He was such a scammer. You want to talk about a scammer? People that made up shit. That guy made up shit. That guy
Yeah.
made up some crazy shit. I don't know where he's at now. Is he even alive? You know?
I'm not. I'm not too sure. I
Hey,
met him one time, and that's
did you
it.
put this over ice for me?
Yeah.
Oh, you met him face to face. He was friends with Matt for a while, wasn't he?
I mean, no. I mean, he came down here one time, and then yeah, for just to fish, and I met him one time. So yeah. Other than that, I've never. I mean, I've never seen him after that, but it's just that one time.
Is there any YouTuber before you, Ricardo, in junk removal?
Just Tim Doss. Tim Doss. Clearly remember Tim Doss.
Tim Doss. I
Yeah.
don't even know that name. Okay, but other than that, it's just you, huh?
Yeah, it was just me.
So hey,
Yeah.
Ricardo, do I have permission to put you in my comic book? Because this shit's gonna go popping.
Sure. That's fine.
Oh, don't worry. Me and Jeffrey will show you. You're gonna be. Do you want to be a good guy or a bad guy? I think more of a good guy.
Sure, that's cool. It doesn't matter.
So Russ
You know.
Berry's gonna be a bad guy.
Oh gosh.
He's gonna be the evil person. Matt and JoJo's gonna be good. I'm gonna be like what's that? I'm gonna be like Robin Hood. Take from the rich, give to the poor. I
You're gonna you're
don't
gonna
know.
have
It's
your
good.
you're gonna have your ponytail, right?
Yeah, my ponytail right here. Heck yeah. But hey guys, let's end it with this. So anybody, I'm going to be posting a video next week who wants to be in the comic book. Okay, this is going to be epic. If you guys want to invest in Autopilot, you believe in CRMs, unlike Ricardo, who lives off Google Calendar. Technically, Ricardo. Hey, Ricardo. Let's be honest. You're text messaging with your customers. You have a website. You're using email. You're using phone calls. You're using Google Calendar. If you add those all up, that's a CRM. So you're using your version of a CRM. It's just all over the place. So,
You're
huh?
right. You're right. You're
Because
absolutely right.
okay,
Yeah.
take Google Calendar away. Take Google Sheets and Excel spread and your pen and paper and your text messaging with your customers and your phone calls. You don't have a relationship with your customers through a management system. Your management system is just all like this.
Yeah.
But
Well, I
if
understand.
you guys if you guys believe in CRMs, even though Ricardo and I see differently, come to the dark side. Invest in
I like
Autopilot.
that.
But anyways,
Star
Ricardo,
Wars.
Ricardo, Ricardo, I love you so much, man. You're like honestly, you and Matt and JoJo are the only ones who took me in the beginning, like who didn't judge me. We're best friends, and I called you. I called you first, even before Matt and JoJo, because you were the
Mhm.
only one who ever responded. Yeah, call me. Like I could actually hit you up. And dude, I remember I was like, you had that stripper in your house, right? And I was like, that stripper that you were doing you filmed for that she had a furniture removal, and I remember I called you. I was like, dude, how do you get these people to let you film? There's a stripper. You remember? That was our first phone call. I was like, you remember that or she was like a hot girl or something.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
And
yeah,
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 she
yeah,
was a
yeah.
stripper getting rid of. And the reason why I called you, I was like, how do you convince these people to let you film them? Do you remember? We're
Hmm.
talking 3 years ago. 3 years ago.
That's been like 5 actually. It's been
Yeah,
farther than that.
three. No, I started my business. It's 3-ish years ago. But point being, I called you and you responded. You're like, here, call me. And I was like, dude, that girl, she was a hot stripper or what? I was like, how did you convince her to let you film? Because I was so nervous to film customers because I wanted to make
Right.
content. So it was you who gave me the insight to start posting to honestly start posting on YouTube. You remember that, right? And then you pitched me your app idea.
Hmm. Oh yeah.
You remember?
Oh yeah. Yes, sir. I do remember.
Do
Oh
you
yeah.
actually remember though? Do you actually remember?
No, I do. I do remember that talk. We had a talk for about a good hour, hour and 30 minutes.
Did yeah, but I do remember that girl. I was like, damn,
Mm.
how are you filming her right now? She's
Yeah.
like,
I,
yeah,
re- I remember going in there with my camera and she didn't care.
yep,
She
yep.
just didn't care.
All right, yeah. So guys, um, point being, go out there, kick ass, everybody. Oh, that crazy yeah, yeah. Jamie says that crazy bipolar lady that was evicted that you had. Junk mob. Oh shit, there's a lot of comments in here that I missed. Sorry, I gotta go though. I really
Yeah,
wish
me too,
I
guys.
could read your
You
comments,
guys have
but
a good
hey guys, hey Julio, thank you for joining the live, my man. I really
Hey,
appreciate you
no
coming
worries.
on here.
Hey,
Hey
no, thank you,
Ricardo,
everybody. And
thank
much love
you.
to all you guys.
Jeffrey, hit me up so we can lock in this comic book, okay?
Definitely.
Peace. Ricardo,
Have a
text
good
me,
night,
okay?
guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye,
Peace.
buddy. See you later. Bye bye.